Hello, everybody. Happy new moon. Let me share the live with everyone. Um, Invite people, and then we're going to dive into this amazing new moon in Aquarius, um, fire horse, Chinese New Year, ring of fire eclipse. Goodness. Do let me know if you guys are tired, because I definitely am tired. So crazy, interesting. Lives are happening. So let me just share this up really fast. Um, and then I will be with everyone. Here we go. Let me also share it to a couple of other places. And one more share before I start. And then we're gonna try. Get moving forward. Because I always tell people and they forget. And then they go, hey, you didn't tell us. So happy new moon. Happy new moon, everybody. One more quick share, and then we're moving forward. So if you're here, hola. Thanks for showing up. Sorry. Now I'm a one-woman dog and pony show. Gotta share my own stuff. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna be with you very shortly. Just letting everybody know where the link is so they can find. And then we're hopping on. So, how is everybody doing? Yes. Hi, Pink Honeybee. Happy new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius. Hi, Melissa. So good to have you here. So powerful. This day today, how are you guys doing? Please do tell me, because it has been doozy for me. I woke up, I can feel that eclipse that has gone and moved through my body completely. So interesting. So how about you? Who's having like any physical symptoms, any changes, any shifts? A lot of lights coming in and a lot of energy upgrades. So strong for everybody. Powerful, super powerful. So, yes. Do let me know what you guys are feeling. But we have bowls. The bowls are already set up. They're ready to keep moving. Little anxiety. Okay, that makes sense. I understand that. Okay, so without much longer ado, happy new moon in Aquarius. My goodness. What is Aquarius? Independence, freedom, breaking free. It's a lot of disconnected at work, okay? Help disconnected at work. The most, oh, felt, you said felt disconnected, or it was kind of crazy because I did, yesterday was raining so hard. So coming to work, I actually went 3 times to go to work and had to turn around 3 times because it was just snow. And then this morning I was like, okay, I'll go to work. It's raining less, so I'm gonna show up. And I started driving. But first, my guides wanted it, this ritual, that ritual, that ritual. So once all of the rituals were done that they wanted, then I finally went to work. And I just didn't feel like I felt like I needed to be at home. Okay. But I was ignoring it. Who would want to take a day off when you can use it, take a day off for something better? Yeah. And I was like, no, 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 no. I'm just going to go to work. So I showed up at work. And the moment I showed up at work, the electricity disappeared completely. I mean, there was just no electricity whatsoever. So I was like, okay, I see how it's going to be. Thanks, universe. I knew I was supposed to be at home. You wanted me at home. I was ignoring it. So you made sure that I actually show up and be where I need to be, right? So it was very interesting. Turned around, went home, and then been meditating since, of course, working, but meditated big time. Got all kind of different downloads. So the energies that are coming through, there are 3 bowls that I will be playing for everyone. It's very, very powerful. Light codes. So we do have a square to Uranus, and that square, what it's doing, it's kind of squeezing us out, like out of the birth channel right now. So we're birthing a new reality. So new moon in Aquarius, and then Chinese New Year, which is flipping officially into a new year of the fire horse. What is the fire horse? First of all, fire energy. It's already a year number 1, which is new beginnings, right? So you already had a new beginning, and then you got fire to like push you forward. So you're getting double the fire out into the universe. I'm glad to hear, Jose, that today has been so amazing for you. I mean, it would make sense. It is a new year, opposed to yesterday, right? Every new moon, I always tell you guys, before we get the new moon, it's the dark of the moon. And that day before the new moon, it's very, very heavy. And that is what yesterday was. It was just like, like, how do I move through this, all these emotions, everything that's going on? The best thing for that is usually walk outside. If it's raining, Epsom salt bath, drink a lot of water, listen to some nice music, 432 hertz to kind of ground you in. Get a Reiki session, do a reading, pull an oracle card for yourself, kind of to bring that anxiety down, especially. My fairies are here. Fairies have been at my house for 2 days. They showed up yesterday, and so if they're tickling my nose, this is exactly what's happening. You can probably hear the dogs. They are more noisy than yesterday. I literally came down here, and all the dogs were outside, and they were frolicking. I have not seen the dogs. They're old dogs, okay? They're like 8, 9, 10, 12 years. I don't even know. I think Stella's going to be 9. Snickers is 12 years old, and I think Squish is 12 or 13. So old dogs, they don't frolic around in the backyard. They were frolicking and playing. They were throwing toys in the air. These dogs, I have not seen them play like that in the longest time. So they were just like happy, joyous, all over the place. And I just kind of looked at them and I'm like, what's happening? I have not seen them like that, as if they were like puppies, like 1 or 2 years old. And the energy was so powerful. So the fairies came in with them. I felt like something lifted off of them so powerfully. They got clean and cleared, got moved into a new timeline. And here we're in that timeline, which must be that, they get to be part of my life. So here they are, even though I pretty much, hey Carla, sleepy and foggy. That makes sense because I barely woke up this morning. But yeah, their timeline lengthened. Even though I have one dog and now all of a sudden I have all the dogs. Sometimes life pans out just like that. So yes, so solar. Sorry about that. Lunar eclipse happened during the night. It was around 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And that's why we had a hard time waking up. And that's PST time. So what did it do? So when the eclipse happens, it goes on, that's a moon going in the front of the sun. Okay, so that moon, which is our emotions, would overshadow our ego. Okay, so sun is ego and our personality, who I am, right? It's not, ego is not always the worst thing. It's who I came to be in this lifetime, right? Me or you, everyone, as a person for me. So when moon goes over that, it's literally cleaning and clearing and blocking that ego so that you can take that time and see yourself. You know what I mean? Very clearly, where you going, what you want to do, what emotions do you have still that are leaving, that are coming, that are changing, what really matters. Being that it was a square, like I said, we were releasing old things because Saturn just went into Aries. So we were releasing heavy, heavy duty 30 years of Saturn not being here, but actually hasn't been in Aries for 2,000 years. So we were releasing things from 2,000 years ago. And here we are today saying, I have a brand new path. What did I learn? Where did I grow? We're going to have another conjunction on the 20th when the Neptune, planet of dreams, and then Saturn, planet of authority, masculine father figure, discipline, meet. And when they meet on the 20th, new reality is officially created. So today, not only that you have a ring of fire eclipse, not only that you have a new moon, not only that you have a Chinese New Year, Ramadan, which is the holy month, starts fasting, starts today as well. So you're having these major things that are shifting and changing you forward. Not only you, everyone as a collective, we're all changing. We're not the same. There has been so much talk, so much change of talk of the change. Now that change is going to start taking place. So that's what energetically is happening. That is what you're pulling in. That's why it's so powerful. That's why there's so much boom, kaboom happening. And it's such a lighter energy with all of that fire that we just stepped in. So look forward to moving forward. We're going to have one more eclipse March 3rd at the PST, 3:33 p.m. Okay, so just imagine when you have all these threes, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so that's going to be a major shift. That's going to be a second eclipse. That's going to be a full moon eclipse. And then we're going to have matching pair to that, I think, come September, where we're going to have two more closing eclipses. But whatever is happening today, it's going to perpetuate for next 6 months. Okay, so you'll be shifting and changing in this coming up 6 months with this Aquarius, which is what is my role in this greater good of collective? Where do I belong in this collective? How am I changing? How am I stepping in my new role? Also, how are you going to be seen in this world for who you really are? So expect a lot of good, positive things to come. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play some bowls. I do have them here. And the melodies that came in, like I said, I started getting the downloads already on Sunday. And the new melody that came in for this eclipse is the three bowls, root, solar plexus, which we're cleaning a lot out of the solar plexus, and then a higher throat. So really expressing yourself to the higher next level octave. So that's really powerful and big. So I'm going to go on and play the bowls. If you're driving, please pull over. If you can sit, please sit down to relax. Because I'm just going to be peeling layers and bringing in new energies for you. Like I said, somebody here is shedding a lot, and I can feel whether you're on a live, whether you're going to watch later, it doesn't matter. Either way, just get ready for some shifts. So deep breath in, please. And here we go. This is the root of I am that I am. Deep breath in. Wiggle it out of your body. Let it permeate through all of your body. It's going all the way through all the chakras down to the root. Let it sit in your root. The second bowl, it's going to be solar plexus. And then the higher throat. I'm going to be pulling in these light codes that came in with the music, with the bowls. Allow the bowls to work through all of your chakras. Similar energy like Reiki. It will go into any chakra that you really need that, never minding the note. Because they have different properties, so they work on a different levels. I can feel each one of you. I can feel the energies merging, moving, kind of zigzagging. If you can, close your eyes. When we close the outside stimuli, usually it's easier for the spirit to enter. This is interesting. Fairy Tarot wants to come out. Fairies want to come and play. I mean, are we surprised? They're tickling my nose like there's no tomorrow. So now I'm feeling very strong celestial energies coming through. Allow them to kind of zigzag or ice cream, soft serve. I'm feeling one coming in the right side. Upgrading the masculine, and then so first is the masculine. That's what's coming in. New codes for the masculine. Doesn't matter whether you're female, male, non-binary, because you still have a masculine and a feminine side. Now we're going to go into a feminine. So left side. So see a imaginary soft serve energy, kind of like an ice cream spiral entering, going all the way to root chakra. Now see both spirals coming down, going both of your legs all the way. I'm going to clean and clear. It's not for any of our highest good. Oh my God. What a good energy. As I'm cleaning and clearing, I can feel all of you strongly cleaning, clearing, like soaring. Your energy's like getting lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Ooh, so it is. Okay. All right. This is interesting. What else do they want? They want the drum. Okay. Dragon drum it is. All the fire. So let's let's do the do. Let's do the honors. I felt that come out strongly out of the lower belly, so I would say sacral chakra. Let me work on your roots. Fire, ignite that fire for the new fire force energy. How does it feel, you guys? I felt that release very, very strongly. Let's leave it here for now. Let's go back to the bowls. Much lighter, angelic, celestial, celestial. Much better. Are able to achieve that higher octave of downloads, especially with expressing ourselves. Calling that in. Powerful goodness. There we go. How's everybody doing? I felt that strong release. Just moving. Okay, so being that this popped up, these fairies, they just will not leave me alone. I've told you. And then as I was playing the bowl, the cards again jumped out just to get your attention, Adriana, so you don't forget. So, if you're here, you're getting a reading. So welcome to the reading part. Even though I said oracles, here we are with the tarot, because that's what has been decided. So, goodness. Jose, you're first. Where I see you, let me check just to make sure. Yep, I do. I see saying hola, hola. Okay, Jose, you have the tower. So what does that tell me? Change. Reality and life as you know it, completely changing. I sincerely hope you win the lottery, because if you win the lottery, I know you're going to take care of me. But I see a lot of good things coming in. There's change. What's really jumping at me is like something small, some act of self-love brought in a really big change, something old that just didn't matter. But here you are, safely taken care of. You got this big ass mushroom, excuse my language, that it's gonna give you soft landing. So never mind that the old reality is ending, because new things are coming in your life. All right, Brianna, let's see what I get for you, my dear friend. Let's see. Fairies, a card for Brianna. The Hangman. This is interesting. So even though you are ready, and look, your wings are ready, right, to go into the next, you are just ready to go. You are a little bit held back by the past. So there's still something at this full moon that wants to be full moon, at this new moon. Sorry, you guys, at this new moon that wants to be released. So as I was saying, it is the fire. What really worked today, a ritual that really works today, is taking a candle, lighting a candle. I like lighting a white candle because white It's just purity and innocence, and you get to set whatever intention you want into the white. And then also writing down something you would like to let go and not have it anymore to move forward with you. And then as you light that candle, put that piece of paper and light the piece of paper and put it in a metal bowl. I have one of those popcorn looking bowls that are metal, and then I throw it in there and let it burn. I did that this morning. This is what fairies wanted me to do. So I see whatever is holding you back, the tiniest tiny thing, Brianna. I would just write down, you literally, even if you don't know what it is, you can write down whatever it's holding me back that I'm aware or not aware of, and just set that intention and burn it. Okay? Pink Honeybee. Hi, Melissa. Hi, you get 4 of Pentacles. So, Melissa, I see some financial security and stability entering your world, entering your life, kind of a being on the top of the world again. What's really jumping at me, it's the full moon. You have 2 weeks till the full moon because it's a new moon. And I think what will be coming in strongly, that financial security. So thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, for my financial stability and security. Okay, just being very thankful for it, owning it, really believing it, even though if you don't know how it's going to look like, you can take that piece of paper and just say, I burn off any lack of financial security and inconsistencies, and then burn it off. And then let the new energies of financial security enter your life and home. Let's see, who else do we have? Carla. Hi, Carla. What do I have for you? Carla, 9 of Swords. A lot of thoughts, 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 a lot of thoughts. Trying to figure things out, way too many things happening. What I'm getting is you have a lot of ideas and you want to move forward on all the ideas. And then as a result, you get overwhelmed because there are simply too many of them. So what I always tell people when manifesting, one, like you can want 10 things, and I commend you for wanting 10 things, and good for you. Want it. I wanted to, everybody does. But you have to start with a manifestation with one. Do you see how literally in your card they're telling you one? Concentrate on to one. Let's get one done, and then we can move down the line to free yourself with all of these ideas, because it just becomes overwhelming. It just becomes too much. And then it just seems like there's too much to do. Delegate. It's a second word that I'm hearing. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Delegate. You're ready. Okay? You're ready to delegate. So start delegating. And it's going to be your amazing thing. All right? Whatever you birth, because you're going to be birthing, it's going to be yours. Sassy. Sassy, sassy. Let's see what you get, girl. You have the Magician. Wow, what a powerful card. Magician card. So, what's jumping at me, it's this infinity loop. Creation, 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 creation. Life is infinite. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. You are infinite. What are you going to create, Sassy? A lot of good ideas coming through, but it's more. You're not just thinking about what to do on earth plane. You're also thinking emotionally. You're also thinking money. You're also thinking business idea. You're also thinking elevated thoughts into next vibrational level, right? Like you're just looking down, okay? Says you're looking down from the higher up and you're going, I'm going to create that, I'm going to create that, I'm going to create that. Almost like, when you're playing house, when you're a little girl and you're playing house, and then you're like, look, the chair's going to be here and the bed is going to be here. And then the doll I'm playing with, it's going to sit here. And then you, who's my friend, who comes to visit with your doll, you're going to enter through this front door and you're going to ring the doorbell. And then when you ring the doorbell, I'm going to take the doll and I'm going to say, hi. Like this is what you're doing. You're looking from the higher creative space, from a higher creation plane, which is really, really powerful. So multiversal, it's what I'm also getting for you. So it's powerful, so happy creation. This is a very powerful new moon with a solar eclipse, with a New Year's. So I would say you have quadruple creating power today, all of you, all of us. So really take that energy, pour it into whatever you're manifesting, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. And yes, Melissa, thank you, universe, showing me how good it gets to be. This is a sentence for all of us. Thank you, universe, for showing me how good it gets to be. Okay, hi Javier. Welcome. Let's see what you get. If anybody else wants a reading, just hop on and ask. I'll pull a card for you. Javier, Eight of Sword is your card. So I see that you feel kind of frozen and tired and resting and relaxing. And those were the energies, new light energies that poured in with this eclipse. So that's telling me that you were upgrading a lot. I don't know if you just joined, if you were here for the sound bath. If you weren't, you should listen to the sound bath and the drums to kind of clean and clear you out. And happy Chinese New Year too. So yes, what I see is recovering, recuperating. When spirit slows us down, you know, you need to basically lay down, relax, slow down, allow the messages and these energies to come in. What I always recommend people is have that Epsom salt or magnesium bath. Why do I always recommend Epsom salt or magnesium baths? Because there's something about magnesium and water. Water is always rebirth. Think about it. We're getting born from the womb, right? Every new moon. And then water is rebirth, and magnesium just expels things out of your cells much faster, pulls it out. It kind of charges inside, outside of the cell and takes the debris out of cell faster. So what you're doing is you're releasing your old past much faster when you take an Epsom salt bath, or when you're doing meditation, right? Or when you're sitting in the water. So just very, very powerful for you. You're releasing a lot. Allow yourself to release. So move forward. Oh, it's Brittany. Hi. Hi, Brittany. It's so good to have you here. Let's pull a card for you. Thank you for loving this YouTube live. If you came in later, please watch the beginning. I played some bowls and drums in the order to, once I uploaded, just to help you release. Okay, so let's get a card for you, Brittany. Card for you is the Hermit. So what is that telling me? It's telling me also, it's number 9, that you're sitting with yourself heavy duty. You're kind of in a cocoon. And as you're sitting in that cocoon, you're allowing these changes, internal changes, to take place. Especially a lot, as you know, my outside matches to whatever's going on the inside. And very often we are unconscious. It's in our subconscious of some things that is trying really hard to get our attention. And we're like, I knew that, or I didn't know that, or I knew that, but I didn't know how to go about it to change that. So what I'm getting is the universe is giving you time to change, to shift, to allow new energies to come on board. Okay, so it's very, very powerful rebirth that you're currently going through, even though it feels terribly lonely. It feels like you're the only person in the world. And I always tell people when they get a hermit, including myself, I was born alone. So I came into this world alone, and I'm going to exit this world alone. So at the end of the day, never mind how many people are in this world, I'm still going to do it alone, right? It's my own personal lesson, what I'm learning in this life, in this game called life. So at the end of the day, major, major transformation, but you are allowing a lot more inner love to come on board for you. So that's very, very powerful. Do we have anybody else that it's on this live that I did not pull a card for you? Would you please voice yourself? Give me feedback. If not, I'm going to grab a couple of cards for people that are probably going to plug on after. And you guys can choose one of these cards, or if it resonates with any of you, you're more than welcome. Wow, they're ringing these bowls. So first card, it's the Devil card. So maybe it resonates for someone. The Devil card is freeing yourself from some old way of thinking, from old way of being, from changes that are taking place. So you saw what needed to change, and then you allowed it to change. And then you realize once you're allowed the change to take place that you were held back and that you were chained to some old beliefs, old way of being, old pattern in your life. And by allowing yourself to think differently, to love yourself more, to allow the change to take place, you freed yourself from the devil. It simply does not have any more power over you. You don't have power over it either, right? Like it just doesn't matter anymore. Like let's say till now, you're worried about your job. Every day you're worried. Can I do everything? I need to do everything for everybody. I need to be, you know, their greatest supporter. Everybody depends on me. I depend on, nothing gets done unless I do it type of an energy. And so all of a sudden you change and you're like, well, actually, I'm going to delegate now. And let's see, allow other people to step up and see if they can do what I do and lighten up my plate, which in retrospect is going to allow me to do different things at the higher level because now I have delegated these things off. And that's what I feel with that devil, was kind of letting some old outdated beliefs, especially the one like, I need to be there for everybody. I need to do everything for everyone. And now I don't have to anymore. I do what I can and let the cards fall where they're meant to fall. Okay? That's the first card, whoever's resonating with the devil. The second card is Two of Wands. So whoever this resonates for, Two of Wands, horizons opening up. Sitting in that energy of love, joy, happiness, okay? Allowing the new opportunities to enter your life, okay? This is so powerful. New energies pouring in, all right? New opportunities pouring in. I would not be surprised if the new jobs are happening just out of woodworks anywhere, entering, coming in, just shows up out of blue, out of nowhere. Opportunity showed up. Somebody wants to collaborate with you. And just before you know it, bam, life shifts for you. So I see a lot of changes, a lot of blessings, a lot of positivity coming in. That's what the wands bring in, groundedness of the energy as well. So is there anybody else on the live that wants a card pulled? Because I see people coming in. Looks like two more collective cards wanted to come out. So whoever is next, you are getting the Strength card. Whoever this resonate with, the Strength. So having the strength to work through any kind of an obstacle. It is also number 8. It is tied to that infinity loop and a simple symbol. So you have all the knowledge, all the wisdom, a lot of Lyran energy with the lion here, and especially Lyran Union kind of mirroring back to back. So I think because it's February, a lot of energy, a lot of power, it's coming in, but having the knowledge, having the strength, having the wisdom to allow these new energies coming in. And then next card for whoever next is resonating, it's this beautiful Ace of Cups. So I'm getting very playful energy with that dolphin, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Ace is highest ability to receive, having your cup filled, really overflowing. And then a jumping dolphin over that. So it's like joy, 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 joy. A lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Da, 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 da. Not to make anybody dizzy. But yes, get ready to have your cup filled over on so many levels. Okay? So get ready for the shift, for just, there's 3 little stars 4, 5 of them. So 5 is a number of change, what I'm getting here. But I'm getting very calm energy. Ace of Cups, it's that emotional fulfillment. It's like I work through my emotions and they are all done. And so it is. That's interesting. Speaking of emotions, let's do a forgiveness to release anything emotionally for all the people on this live. And so you can just repeat after me out loud, or you can say it quietly in, or you can just listen to me say it. Hands over heart. I forgive myself. I forgive all of you across time and space. And all of you across time and space, please forgive me. And I thank you, Divine Source, for all of these beautiful life lessons. I release them now as they serve me no longer. And so it is. So nothing that serves you, let it just go. So being that it is a new moon, something that's really powerful, it's lighting a candle. Number one thing would be saging. So grab yourself some sage around. Okay, first you want to clear the energy with the sage. If you don't have sage, you have Palo Santo. If you don't have Palo Santo, do you have any of the incense sticks? Okay, then you would grab a candle. I'm trying to fish one out here. I use white tapers like this. You can take a fork or a small knife and put in. You can write in what you would like to manifest. You can put symbols on what you would like to manifest. Being that it is a first year of a new year, you can roll it into cinnamon for abundance, prosperity. You can also put rose oil in there for love. Okay? You can also call in abundance, and then you can put cinnamon oil on it for abundance. You can do abundance and prosperity combined. You can do new baby, right? You will also use rose oil for a new baby. I'm trying to think. If you want to purify and let something go, you would use lavender. Okay, so that is good for purification. Tea tree is good, really good for purification as well. And so you always want to hold onto your candle, whether it's taper or regular candle. You want to hold it over your heart. Speak into it. Yes, speak into the candle. Then send that energy of desire, of your wish fulfilled, of your manifestation into your candle. Probably feel the energy as I'm speaking into it. And then you're going to light it up. And as you light it up, that fire starts transforming. Fire is one of the most powerful things for transformation, such as water is for rebirth. So that's what I see for this powerful energies that we do have going on currently. Let's do one card for the collective. Let's see what energy are we all working with. The moon. I mean, I just have to laugh. It is a new moon. And he's even this guy, it looks like a full moon and he's giggling and he's going, yay, I'm looking at my own reflection. I mean, he's pretty much showing us what is working, what is not working, what needs to change, because it's reflecting back at us our emotions, some very, very deep emotions. That's what the moon card usually means. And that is what the moon card is bringing for the collective. Deep reflections before the change. I always tell people before we enter into new reality, we have to grieve the old one. Why do we grieve the old reality? Because we realize how much we have tolerated before we said no, or before we brought in the change, or before we just said, my goodness, why? Why? Not anymore. So, like I said, Saturn and Neptune in Aries, end of illusion, end of victimhood, end of allowing. things just to happen to us. And taking responsibility, especially with what was the part that I played in this. Nothing ever happens to me just like that. I was allowing it. Why was I allowing it? For what reason was I allowing that to happen to me? I mean, life happens. It does. Definitely does. Things will happen to us. But how can you stay unconnected to it and just coming from the place of observer, and instead of then having all these strong emotions and attaching with the emotions to whatever's happening, instead kind of observing and saying, I see this, I see it, and I see that it's trying to attach to my emotions. I can feel angry, I can feel sad, but just allow them to move through you. And then just say, well, it is what it is, and it's not going to be anymore. So this new moon, it's literally, it's not going to be anymore. I choose this ends. And if I choose this, then as a result, let it be a lot more of this. Okay? Um, Remember to always say, thank you for that. I'll take more of that. If you like something at the end of the day before you fall in asleep, say, thank you for that good experience today. I'll take more of that. I'm ready to have more. Okay? So that's how you tell in universe. That's how you telling your guides. Same way if you want to open up your third eye. Always give a feedback to your guides. That was a clear and concise communication. I got that message. Thank you. Continue giving me a message like that. Or make it clear. And just tell your guides too, I'm not getting the message. I don't have clarity. If you don't have a clarity, usually means your emotions are really tied in there. So you're not getting a clarity. That's why the bath, the water, the cleansing, the walk outside, fresh air, this rain that we're having in LA yesterday, today, and tomorrow, it's tremendous. I told someone that I know this is going to clean and clear everything that people are releasing, especially yesterday. You know what I mean? So it is that powerful. If anybody that's new that entered in here, I see people coming in and out, would like a card pull, just jump on and go into a chat and tell me that you would like a card pull. I don't think that anyone has texted or messaged me for a card pull, but I'm just making sure. But yes, so this rain, it's doing us all a big, huge favor by washing things away from everybody. I do want to see, I feel like somebody else is coming. Two of Swords for you, whoever this is for, listening and following your intuition. You already know, but what's really jumping at me is this orange and this blue. So there's two sides to every coin. And so masculine and feminine, yeah. And pulling in both energies, listening to your intuition, how to move forward, allowing your wings to open, knowing that you have what it takes. You have all what it takes to make your own clear decision in the order how to move forward. Okay? Like I said, in 3 days from now on the 20th, we're going to have that big Saturn Neptune conjunction. It's going to be a supernova energy, and it's going to be like, pooh! And it's going to start new beginnings, new chapter for all of us. There isn't one person that you're going to tell me, oh, nothing changed. You did. You changed. Oh, yeah, you feeling the cleanse. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, he did. I'm happy to hear that, actually. Yeah, we used to not have that much rain, but now we do have a lot of rain. Let's see. I think that somebody might have messaged me. Okay, let's pull a card for joy. I had a feeling that some people possibly can't message on a live, that they will send me a message. Okay, joy. Happy, joy. It would make me feel like that. The High Priestess. So really stepping in your shamanic gifts strongly. It's also a number 11 connection to the other side. My goodness. A lot of fairy energy. You see how she's holding a candle here? I recommend lighting a candle today for your manifestation, whatever you're manifesting, and claiming that. And I want you to pay attention that to everything there is light and dark, right? So what are they talking about? For a lot of joy, there's always a lot of sadness, right? Like we currently live in duality. So when you get one, you have to balance out the other. So as you go that much into the light, you have to go that much into the shadow too. And I feel that's something that you're mastering currently, working with the light and the shadow. But you've already mastered it because it's a priestess. She already has a crown. She already has all of this, all the stars, all the connection, everything that she could ever ask for, she already has. So whatever you're going through, you have what it takes. You already mastered it. My goodness. Powerful, powerful shift and transformations. Let's see, anybody else? Let me see. I did pull a card for you, Bree. It was closer to when I started pulling cards. So yes, you do have it. I do have a card for you. You're just gonna have to rewatch. You did. Okay. If we're pretty much nearing the end, you guys, you're in for a treat. Powerful, strong treat. There's no going back. Like time to, allow yourself this space. If you're feeling moody, emotional, tired, have a bath. And then light that candle and call in the new energies of fire, because once that fire steps in, everything is going to start shifting and changing and moving forward. So maybe you're feeling groggy and tired today, but it's not going to be here tomorrow or the day after. Like we're just moving forward. The day after it's going to be that 20th. You know what I mean? In 3 days, in 2 days, pretty much. And at that time, you're just being taken in, just shifting forward. This Saturday, Dr. Amir and me are not doing the live because he's traveling. He's in New Zealand. So I think for 2 weeks, we're not doing the live readings that we usually do. But you will be seeing us, I think, on a third week, on a third Saturday from now on. I will be at the LA Conscious Expo this coming up weekend, talking about and handing out flyers for the upcoming trip that we have in June to England. So you will be seeing me around if you're coming to LA Conscious Expo. And you can run into me, you can chat, you can say hello, you can always text me. Let me know how the energies are for you guys. I promise you, no matter where you are, that it's gonna get better. Okay, so thank you, universe, for my new life. Thank you, universe, for shifts that I'm currently going through in my new life. Thank you, universe, for the blessings that are coming into my life and into my home. So much love. I love you a whole lot. I thank you all for showing up today, because it was powerful that we are sitting here in a circle. Also, tomorrow I'm doing a woman's circle at Sunburst Vitality in Thousand Oaks. So that's going to be pretty powerful too. It's in person if you're looking for a community. If you are looking for like-minded women, we all sit there. More bowls will be played, more release will be done, more energies will be coming through. So whatever tickles your fancy, I'm here to help you with it along the way. And I'm glad that you showed up so that this beautiful channel transmission can come through and lift each one of us into the next octave of our lives. So many blessings, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks for the full moon. I'll be doing full moon again. I'm back to doing new moons, full moons. So you'll be seeing me. I feel like it's much needed. And if you need me for a reading or for Reiki session in the meantime, you know where to find me. Love you. Bye, guys. Take care.